What is going on, y'all boys? NBA Friday is officially here, and I have my best five picks. Real quick, though, I want to kind of recap yesterday's props for Thursday Night Football. We ended up sweeping. We went 5 for 5. That's back-to-back days now where we swept on props. That is so impressive, y'all boys. I'm looking to carry that momentum into the NBA on Friday. I spent a lot of time researching these picks. I actually think we might sweep again or something. We've been absolutely cooking in the NBA this season. Lastly, if y'all are new here, I'm legit giving away a free signed Justin Herbert jersey to one of my lucky viewers. Literally, all you have to do to enter the giveaway is like and subscribe. After you're done doing those two things, comment done, and I'll go enter y'all boys at the end of the giveaway. The winner's going to be announced in about 3 days from now, so go lock that in ASAP. That is absolutely insane. With that out of the way, though, let's get into the first lock of the day. It's going to be Curry to go under 34.5 PRA for the Warriors. As you can see, he's gone under this line 5 out of the last 10 for a 50% clip. On the 5 game stretch, it's not so hot. Still pretty good, though. 2 out of the last 5 for a 40% clip. 20-game stretch, 9 out of the last 20 for a 45% clip, so just below average. Head-to-head last year against the Spurs, he was 2 for 2. And then last year, 38 out of 79 total games for a 48% rate. Okay, obviously, historically, Stephen Curry is a great player. However, on Friday, they're playing the Spurs, one of the best shooting defenses in the entire country. They rate number 4 in points allowed, giving up only 112.5 points per game. On top of that, though, they rank number 3 in rebounds allowed, giving up only 38 rebounds per game. That is so impressive, especially against a very good Warriors team. I think the Spurs will completely limit them in that regard. The last time Curry played the Spurs a couple of days ago, he went absolutely off. He dropped 56. I think Curry will have a pretty good game, but I think Wembanyama, Devin Vassell, all those guys will completely limit Curry from the three-point range, which is how he gets most of his PRA, obviously. So please, y'all boys, go lock this in before it is too late. I'm not sure why this line is so high. On top of that, as you can see, this year he's only averaging 33 minutes per game, which is a little bit below average. For example, last year he averaged 37.5 minutes per game, so he basically played the full game last year. So this year he's a little bit down on that number. So please, y'all boys, before it is too late, go lock this prop in ASAP. I love this prop for Friday night. In terms of value on this prop, there's going to be a bunch of books offering it, but I'm going to be taking this on Prizepicks for a minus 119 even line. Go lock this in before it is too late. I do not see this value staying on any of these books, to be honest. So go lock that in ASAP. Let's get into the second lock of the day, though. It's going to be Anthony Davis to go over 21.5 points for the Mavericks. As you can see, he's hit this line 8 out of the last 10 for an 80% clip. Obviously, last game against Indiana, he didn't play that much, so he only went for 4 points. On the 5 game stretch, though, 4 out of the last 5 for an 80% clip. That is very impressive. 20-game stretch, 13 out of the last 20 for a 65% clip. Head-to-head against the Clippers last year, he was 1 for 2. 2025 season so far, he's 4 for 5. And then last year, 34 out of 53 total games for a 64% clip. Okay, so if y'all know anything about the Mavericks this year, they're not having a great start to their season. They're completely utilizing Anthony Davis on every chance they get. On top of that, as y'all can see right here, Derek Lively is questionable, one of their best scoring centers, and PJ Washington, one of their best scoring power forwards, is also questionable. Those two guys take up a lot of Anthony Davis's minutes. So with them two being out, I think Anthony Davis will completely go off. I think he'll get a bunch of minutes and score a lot of points, especially in the paint. In terms of points allowed, the Clippers are pretty middle of the pack defense, giving up 115 points per game, which is about average, like I just said. However, with Kawhi coming back for the Clippers this game, the Mavericks are going to have to utilize Anthony Davis a lot to try to win this game. In terms of value on this prop, there's going to be a couple books offering it, but again, I'm going to be locking this on Prizepicks. They're actually going to be leading at an even line again, minus 119. Go take this prop before it is too late. I do not see this value staying for very long. Let's get into the third lock of the day, though. It's going to be Cade Cunningham to go over 44.5 PRA. This kid has been absolutely balling out for the Pistons. He sits this line 4 or 5 out of the last 10, I should say, for a 50% clip. On the 5-game stretch for Cade, 3 out of the last 5 for a 60% clip again. 20-game stretch, 9 out of the last 20 for a 45% clip. Head-to-head against Philadelphia, 0 for 2 last year. 2025 season so far, he's 5 for 11. And then last year, 28 out of 76 total games for a 37% rate. Cade has had an absolutely fantastic start to the season. As I mentioned earlier, he's been absolutely balling out for the Pistons. He's their main scorer. Obviously, he's the point guard. Obviously, he's still a young player, so he has a lot of room to grow and develop. However, he's already a superstar. He's dropping almost 30 points a game every game he plays in. He's getting some rebounds. He's getting some assists. This kid really does it all for the Pistons. But the main reason why I like this prop is Jalen Duran, their big center who gets all the boards and a lot of the assists, is out, or questionable, I should say, but I think he's going to be out. They said earlier he's going to be out. But even if he does decide to play this game, he's not going to get a bunch of minutes. He may play 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, to Cunningham, regardless, is going to have an absolutely amazing game. This line is way too low. He's hit this 5 out of the last 10, obviously with Jalen playing. So with him out, I can only imagine how crazy he's going to go. He's probably going to get a bunch of boards. He's pretty tall. He can shoot the ball crazy, lights out. He's going to have to take on that role for the Pistons to win this game against a pretty good Philadelphia defense. On top of that, as y'all can see right here, though, he's almost averaging 40 minutes per game, just below at 37.3. I can only expect that number to go up with Jalen being out. I actually think he might play the entire game. He might take 2 or 3 minutes off, but probably not even that. In terms of value on this prop, there's going to be a bunch of books offering. I'm not sure why, though. This prop is a complete lock, especially at 44.5. That line is way too low. Go lock this on ASAP. Again, to nobody's surprise, I'm going to be taking this on Prizepicks for a minus 119 value. I love this prop so much. Go lock this in before it is too late. Real quick, though, before we do hop into my last 2 highest confidence locks of the day, Chalkboard is legit hooking everybody who watches this video up with 20 bucks for completely free. Y'all, this is absolutely insane. There is legitimately no catch at all. Literally, all you have to do to go claim your free 20 is live inside one of these green states, which includes most major states like Florida, Georgia, Texas, Cali, Illinois, etc. I'm not sure how long this offer is going to last. I thought they would pull it from me a couple weeks ago. So if y'all boys have not already, go down to the pin comment or description. Use code GreenCity while signing up for Chalkboard. It maybe takes 5 minutes and you're getting 20 bucks legit for completely free. I cannot overstate how insane that offer really is. Let's get into the 4th lock of the day, though. I absolutely love this prop. It's going to be James Harden go under 41.5 PRA for the Clippers. As y'all can see, he's gone under this line 6 out of the last 10 for a 60% clip, mostly with Kawhi out, which is saying something. On the 5-game stretch, 3 out of the last 5 for a 60% clip again. 20-game stretch, 11 out of the last 20 for a 55% clip. Head-to-head, 3 for 4. 2025 season, 6 for 10. And then last season, 57 out of 86 total games for a 66% rate. I have no earthly idea why this line is so high. Like I said, he's only went over this line 4 out of the last 10 with Kawhi out. So with Kawhi back and getting most of the shots, there's no way he goes for 40 PRA. On top of that, they're playing Dallas, one of the best defenses. Granted, they have their big center out like we already talked about, but I don't think that'll affect him too much. Anthony Davis will have an absolutely amazing game in the paint. He really doesn't even have to have an amazing game to stop James Harden from getting 40 PRA. He's getting pretty old. Obviously, he's still a pretty good player, but he's not putting up the numbers he used to. So please, y'all boys, go lock this in ASAP. As y'all can see, James Harden has failed to exceed 40.5 PRA in 8 out of the last 10 games versus top 10 defenses, averaging only 35.2. So please, y'all boys, I cannot overstate how crazy this properly is. This line should be at like 37 or 36, not 40 at all. That is a complete steal in terms of value. Prizepicks is offering it at minus 119 to nobody's surprise. That is another crazy value prop. Go lock this in ASAP. Let's get into the final lock of the day. It's going to be KD under 34.5 PRA for the Rockets. As you can see, he's gone under this line 6 out of the last 10 for a 60% clip. On the 5-game stretch, 4 out of the last 5 for an 80% clip, so even better as of recent for KD. 20-game stretch, 13 out of the last 20 for a 65% clip. Head-to-head against Portland last year, he was 3 for 4. 2025 season, 6 for 10 so far, and then last year, 26 out of 62 total games for a 42% rate. Okay, so KD's gone under this line in 6 out of the last 10, like I already talked about. They're facing Portland tomorrow. Portland has a pretty average defense compared to the NBA roster this year. However, they're underrated in the mid-range and 3-point defense against Kevin Durant, who likes to shoot mid-ranges and 3 points more than anybody. I think they're going to completely lock him down. On top of that, when KD tries to go to the paint, they have a big center waiting for him there, so they really have a good defense all around. They have a great 3-point defense. They have a great shooting defense. They have a great paint defense. They just have a really good defense in general. I think they're going to solely game plan for KD to stop him. They're not really going to worry about Saguna or any of those guys. So if y'all want to take those guys over on points, I think that would be a good prop too. But I think KD under is probably the best bet here. I think they're going to game plan around him. I don't think KD will have an amazing game to warrant 35 PRA. He's gone under this mark a lot recently, and Portland has one of the more underrated defenses in the NBA. On top of that, though, KD has failed to exceed this number in 5 out of the last 6 games at home, averaging only 30, which is obviously way below that 34.5 mark. In terms of value on this prop, to nobody's surprise, Prizepicks is leading again, minus 119. This prop is literally insane. Go lock this in before it is too late. I'm going to be taking this on a 5-man on Prizepicks. Those are my best 5 picks for NBA on Friday. I appreciate y'all boys watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.